attention to my right eye again. Was this promise something in like that made sense for him?
He's talking about me.
Oh, okay, interesting. And what about the seizures? Was that him or
He's
you?
talking about me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about what's this? What's the deal with the swords?
So I know I have to limit how much detail, right? Because we want to, but we, okay, he fell over a chair.
Hmm.
We had long paper towel holders, like we would make long paper towel holders,
Hmm.
and he was sitting on a stool, and I hit him so hard it he got off balance. He fell back from the stool and hit the back of his head on the floor. So we would take paper towel holders that were empty and we would put them in long, like a sword like, and we would do like sword fighting. And I did it so hard that he knocked off his balance and he hit the back of his head when he fell.
Interesting, because like
He
he was
fell
hitting,
off the stool and hit the back of his
yeah,
head.
he was
Yeah.
like hitting me in the back of the head or like poking me in the back of the head. Rude. Was this your brother?
Yeah, it was.
Because you felt like a brother energy. Okay. Now, so the Leo part, what's the Leo thing? Is that his
That's
name?
me. That's me.
Oh,
I'm a Leo.
you. Oh, okay. And then the three, like March or the number three, what's that important to him?
So that's really interesting because um so I see the number 333 all of the time.
Okay.
And
10, 10 days. Was he,
oh my God.
what's 10 days? Oh God, I got a cold chill.
Oh my God.
Was he under for, or like out
He
for 10
was
days?
he was 17. He was I told you he was brain dead. He officially died 10 days before his 18th birthday.
Okay. Well, 42.
Oh
What?
my God, that was our old address.
That's your what?
That was the address we grew up on, 42 Richard Lee Lane.
Okay. He's just full of all kinds of information. He
That
just
was our
can't
that
stop
was our
talking.
wow. Wow.
He hears you talking to him. Like I think it's really important for you to know that he does hear you talking. I feel like you know that, and I feel like you've connected him a number of times, either this way or like there's you've connected to him, um, but he's. I feel like he's talking about a star. Okay, so I don't know if this is a sign for me or a sign for you, but he's showing me a star. Do you connect to him through a star? Is there something about a star reference?
So I was pregnant with my son when he died.
Okay.
And my son, when he was around 15 or 16 years old, my son carries my brother's middle name. And my son has always kind of struggled with his own identity because he's always been compared to my brother.
Mhm.
And his girlfriend, for his 16th birthday, bought him a star. You know, where you have like, it's a picture and you can buy a star for someone.
Yeah.
And it was this, and I
Mhm.
don't want to say my brother's name, but it was the star and it was my brother's name. And that was like her gift to him when my son turned 16 because he struggled his whole life with kind of identifying as himself because he I was pregnant with him when my brother died.
Right.
And we I just sold my house like 2 weeks ago and we just packed because my son's he's older now and he's with someone else and obviously he didn't want to take that with because I had some like with the ex and stuff, but we
Oh,
just packed that up and put him in his stuff.
so you just had it out. So you were just like, oh my
We
gosh, look at this.
just literally February 26th is when I put it in a box. And I called him on the phone and I said, do you want this? And he was like, Mom, it's probably not really appropriate for me to have it. I'm like, okay, I'll put it in your trunk. Like, we have memory trunks for all the kids.
Well, oh my God, I was just getting ready to say, you probably put it in his trunk because that's where I put all my things.
Yep.
But he trunk.
Yep.
So I was getting ready to say, go put it in the trunk, but you already said it. So we're just gonna bond over that, even though it doesn't count because you said
That's
it.
okay. Okay.
Did someone just get a new car? You talking about a car, or it's something about a car, or a car accident, or a car report, or he had to get a new car from an accident? Would that make sense to you? What about a
It
car?
would be he didn't get he didn't get a car accident, but my youngest purchased a new car and he got
Okay.
pulled over recently. And my biggest fear with all of my kids, and I literally tell them this all the time, is I have a fear of car accidents. It's how my brother
Mm.
died. And
So he was in the car accident. That's how.
he got hit by a car.
So that's why he's talking about the car accident.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he got hit by a car. Yeah.
Is there a Cincinnati connection? I have a reason for asking. It's not that he's bringing it up, but it's like I also am getting notifications. My husband's driving home from Cincinnati, so I don't know if that popped in from him or if I'm getting that from something different.
Well, I'm a big Ohio State football
Oh,
fan. So
okay.
I don't know if it's just drawing you to the Ohio, but
Ohio, yeah,
yeah.
could be.
And in my area, it's not popular to be an Ohio State fan. Yeah.
That's funny. Well, my is the name Michael important?
Oh yeah. Well,
Because let me tell you why. Because he was showing me like Archangel Michael, and I didn't know if he was talking about Archangel Michael, but Archangel Michael is the one that carries the sword and defends us. So I don't know if he's talking about I defend you, or if he's talking about the name Michael, trying to get me to say the name Michael. But I feel like, do you call him your angel, your protector? Is that what you call
oh
him?
my. Yeah, there's two meanings to Michael. If if it's if it's my brother, yes, I he absolutely I feel like protects me.
Okay.
If it's another Michael, then he's bringing it up for another reason.
Okay. All right. Well, sometimes they bring in dual messages. Make hurt my ear. So I feel like he's wait, why is he did he is that something he did like pull his ear or something about
Oh,
an
he had big ears. He had big ears.
oh, that's so funny. He's like
Yeah.
pulling my ear out. I'm like, God, aggressive. This dude's aggressive. Whatever. So he's saying you need to create distance with someone, and I don't know if that's this Michael person.
That's
He's
yes.
like create distance, and he's like forgive yourself for decisions you've made. Woo! Forgive yourself for decisions you've made.
Oh.
And he's like you can energetically let go. You don't have to forgive, you don't have to forget, but you can energetically disconnect, let it be part of who you were but no longer who you are. It's time for you to make a choice to move forward and let things go. Woo, that was a lot of information he just brought in. Would that make sense to you? He says you forgive, you could forgive, but you don't have to forget. He liked his Air Jordans, didn't he? Did he postcard for you? One of my people, just one of my clients came in. Her name's Bobby Jean, and I had done a reading for her a long time. She's actually on my page. Girl, the shoes. The shoes just came up and you popped in. I said the shoes and you popped in. I can't make that kind of thing up. So Carrie says hi. Carrie Ann says hi. Carrie Ann? Is that her name? Carrie Ann? Carrie? So is his sign around you? Hold on. Okay, this is kind of funny. So I have this ongoing joke with spirit. Like oranges is my sign. And a lot of my students know that, and they'll send me funny pictures of oranges. I'm like, listen, I don't need you to be like intervening here. But I feel like he laughed because he showed me the orange basketball, and he was like, "Ha, it's a giant orange."
Uh,
So I feel like either the basketball's a sign for him or oranges. I don't know, or orange things. There's something about orange. So he was a jokester. He's making fun of me.
yeah.
No, I feel like he's saying you heard did you hear a basketball? Like he's making me hear it.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Did you just
Oh,
hear a
we
basketball?
no. Oh my gosh. Okay. So today I had to go to the chiropractor and I'm going away this weekend and I'm like, you know what? I need to pick up a couple things up for my trip. And I went to Ross and I walked into Ross and as I'm walking through the front section of the women's section, I heard a kid playing with those stupid basketballs in the back of the store, bouncing the ball, and I could hear the mom say, "I told you to put that down. That's enough." That hand to God. I cannot. That was him. That was him.
It was him.
And I could feel I had empathy for that mother because I've been that mom, like, all right, cut the
Yeah,
shit, put the basketball away. You know
exactly.
what I mean? I
Right.
and oh my God, that and I'm like, oh my God, enough all right with it. And I could hear her.
I love
Wow.
that.